If you encountered this creature in the deep sea, you wouldn't have long before something unseen begins moving toward you. You wouldn't even realize what's happening, because nothing down here looks dangerous until it is already too close. By the time you try to escape, your body reacts before your mind understands that something has already locked onto you. In the deep sea, survival is not about strength. It is about noticing danger before it notices you. And that almost never happens. You are floating in complete darkness. And for a moment, everything feels still, like nothing is alive around you anymore. Then something shifts in front of you. Not fast, not loud, just enough to feel like the darkness itself moved. A long shape appears, thin and pale, with a face that does not look natural, even for the deep sea. Its mouth is closed, but something about it feels wrong, like it is not meant to stay that way. You hesitate, trying to understand what you are looking at, and that hesitation is exactly what it needs. Without warning, its jaw launches forward like a spring, faster than your brain can process what just happened. You feel impact before pain. Something has pierced deep into your body, and your control disappears instantly. The force pulls you forward, dragging you directly into its mouth, leaving no space to react or escape. Your body goes into shock as your vision narrows, and everything around you begins to fade into black. You try to move, but your limbs no longer respond, as if your body has already accepted what is happening. Within minutes, the damage becomes too much, and your body begins shutting down without warning. You don't even feel the full pain yet, only pressure and confusion, as your body begins losing control faster than expected. The creature does not rush. It simply holds on, as if it knows there is no need to hurry anymore. Your breathing becomes uneven, and even though you try to fight back, your strength fades almost instantly. The darkness around you grows heavier, like it is pressing in, making every movement slower than before. You try to push away, but the grip is too strong, and your body no longer reacts the way you want it to. Your vision blurs, and the creature's shape becomes the last clear thing you can still recognize. There is no second attack, no sudden movement, just a slow and certain end approaching quietly. Your body begins to shut down completely, and even the instinct to escape starts disappearing. Everything becomes distant, like you are no longer fully present in your own body anymore. The creature does not need to do anything else, because the damage has already been done. Within minutes, your body gives up completely, and there is nothing left to resist what is happening. The darkness returns to silence, as if nothing ever happened in the first place. Down here, attacks are not loud or dramatic. They are fast, quiet, and impossible to escape. And by the time you understand what you saw, you already had no chance of surviving it. At first, it looks too small to be dangerous. Just another shadow drifting slowly in the darkness ahead of you. You move closer without thinking, because nothing about its size suggests it could actually be a threat to you. Then it opens its mouth, revealing teeth far too large for its body, sharp enough to pierce through anything instantly. Before you can react, it lunges forward, faster than something that size should ever be able to move. The bite lands deep, locking into your body, and in that moment, you realize size was never the thing that mattered. The teeth sink deeper as you instinctively try to pull away, but the more you move, the worse the damage becomes. It doesn't let go, its entire body rigid as it holds on, as if it was designed for this exact moment. You try to hit it, push it away, but your strength fades faster than your ability to react. Blood loss begins to take over, and your body starts shutting down long before you can even process what is happening. In the deep sea, something that small doesn't need to overpower you. It only needs one perfect bite. Your movements slow to almost nothing, and the more your body weakens, the tighter the creature seems to hold its position. It does not shake or tear wildly. It simply stays locked in place, letting time and damage do the rest. Your vision dims at the edges, and the darkness begins to feel closer, like it is slowly closing in around you. You try one last time to break free, but your body no longer responds with the strength it had just moments ago. Everything becomes distant and quiet, and even the fear you felt begins to disappear along with your awareness. In the end, it was never about how strong the creature was, only how perfectly it knew when to strike. There is no struggle left now, only stillness, as your body drifts while the creature remains attached without effort. The darkness around you feels empty again, as if nothing ever happened, as if you were never even there. No sound, no warning, no second chance. Just a single moment where everything changed without you realizing it. Down here, danger does not announce itself. It simply waits for the exact second you stop paying attention. And by the time you notice it, your fate has already been decided long before you tried to escape. At first, you don't even notice it. Just a faint movement below you. Something slowly rising from the darkness beneath. It does not look aggressive. Just a shape, thin and quiet, moving with no urgency at all. You hesitate, trying to understand what it is. And in that moment, it opens its mouth wider than it should be able to. Before you can move, the darkness around you shifts. And suddenly you are being pulled forward without any warning. There is no bite, no tearing, just a single motion, and your entire body disappears into something far too small to hold it. For a brief second, everything goes silent, as if the world outside has completely disappeared around you. You realize you are no longer in open water, but trapped somewhere tight, with no sense of direction. The space around you shifts slightly, moving as if it is alive, adjusting to your presence inside it. You try to move forward, but every direction feels the same, closed, soft, and impossible to escape from. Your breathing becomes heavier, and the air around you feels thinner with every second that passes. The creature does not rush. It simply lets time take over. As your body struggles to keep up, you try to force your way out, pushing against everything, but the walls only tighten around you. Your movements become slower, weaker, as if your energy is being drained without you understanding how. There is no pain at first, just pressure, and the growing realization that you are completely trapped. Your vision begins to narrow, and the darkness inside becomes heavier than the one outside ever was. You reach out blindly, hoping to find something solid, but everything feels soft and unbreakable at the same time. The movement around you becomes more noticeable now, like the space itself is slowly compressing inward. Your body reacts instinctively, trying to survive, but there is nothing here you can fight against. The air becomes thinner, and your movements slow to a point where even lifting your arm feels difficult. Everything starts to fade, not suddenly, but gradually, like the world is slipping away piece by piece. Your thoughts become distant, harder to hold on to, as your body begins shutting down completely. The movement around you slows as well, as if the creature knows there is nothing left for you to do. There is no struggle anymore, no fear, just silence filling every part of what used to be you. Outside, nothing changes. The ocean remains still, as if nothing unusual ever happened. And just like that, you are gone, without a trace, in a place where disappearance is completely normal. At first, you think the ground below you is empty. Just a flat surface fading into darkness with nothing moving at all. Then something shifts slightly, not fast enough to notice immediately, but enough to feel that something is wrong. A shape emerges, low to the ground, wide, with a body that looks more like armor than flesh. It does not rush. It moves slowly, deliberately, like it already knows you cannot escape. You step back, but the ground feels unstable, like you are not standing on something solid anymore. Before you can react, it lunges forward, faster than something that size should be able to move. Its legs wrap around you instantly, locking you in place with a grip that feels impossible to break. You try to pull away, but every movement only makes its grip tighter, more secure, more permanent. Its body presses against you, heavy and cold, as if it is slowly claiming you as part of itself. Then you feel it, not a bite, but a tearing motion, slow and deliberate, like it has done this many times before. It does not rush, it does not panic, it simply begins feeding while you are still fully aware of it. You try to move your arms, your legs, anything, but the weight and grip make every movement meaningless. The process is slow, painfully slow, as if time itself has stretched just to make you experience every second. Your strength fades gradually, not all at once, but piece by piece, until there is almost nothing left. The creature does not react to your struggle anymore, because it knows it does not need to. Your vision begins to blur, not from sudden shock, but from the slow loss of everything that kept you going. Even the fear starts to fade, replaced by something quieter, something heavier than panic. The darkness around you feels normal now, like it has always been there, waiting for this exact moment. Your body stops responding completely, and the struggle that once felt urgent is now completely gone. The creature continues without hesitation, as if this is just another normal moment in its existence. There is no final moment, no clear ending, Just a gradual disappearance of everything you were. The ocean floor remains unchanged, silent and still, as if nothing important ever happened here. Down here, survival is not about escaping. It is about how long you can last once you are caught. And for this creature, time is not a limit. It is the very thing it uses to finish you. In the deep sea, some predators do not need speed or power, only patience, and that is what makes them unstoppable. At first, you notice something drifting in front of you. Slow, soft, almost beautiful in the way it moves. It does not look like a predator, more like something harmless, floating quietly in the empty space around you. You move closer, drawn by its calm movement, not realizing that it has already noticed you. Its arms extend slowly, not aggressively, but in a way that feels controlled and intentional. Before you realize what is happening, those arms begin wrapping around you from every direction at once. There is no sudden attack, just a quiet enclosure, as if the space around you is slowly disappearing. You try to push outward, but the structure tightens, not violently, just enough to keep you exactly where you are. The light around you fades as the creature folds its body over you, sealing you inside completely. You realize you are not being bitten or torn, but simply held, with no clear way to escape. Your breathing becomes the only thing you can focus on, and even that begins to feel harder with each second. The creature does not move much anymore. It just holds you there, waiting for something you cannot control. You try to move again, but every attempt feels weaker, slower, like your body is already giving up. The space inside feels tighter now, not crushing, but limiting, removing any freedom you once had. Your vision begins to blur, not from impact, but from the slow loss of oxygen you cannot replace. You reach outward blindly, but there is nothing solid, nothing to grab, nothing to fight against. Your body reacts instinctively, but instinct means nothing when there is no direction to escape toward. The creature tightens slightly again, not enough to hurt, but enough to make sure you stay exactly where you are. Your movements slow down, then slow even more, until even turning your head feels difficult. Everything becomes quieter, not outside, but inside your own body. As your awareness begins fading, the creature does nothing else, because it does not need to. The environment it created is enough. Your body stops reacting, and the urgency you felt just moments ago disappears completely. There is no final struggle, no sudden ending, just a quiet transition into stillness. Outside, the creature slowly opens back up, releasing what is left into the dark ocean again. The water remains unchanged, silent and empty, as if nothing unusual ever happened here. And in the deep sea, sometimes the most dangerous creatures are the ones that never needed to attack at all. In complete darkness, a small light appears ahead of you, faint but steady, like something guiding your way. It feels almost comforting, a rare point of visibility in a place where nothing else can be seen clearly. You move closer without hesitation, because anything that brings light here feels like safety. But the light shifts slightly, not randomly, but in a way that seems to respond to your movement. Something is attached to that light, something you still cannot fully see from this distance. As you get closer, the shape becomes clearer, long, thin, with features that feel unnatural and sharp. The light suddenly disappears, and in that same instant, something moves toward you at extreme speed. You hesitate for a second, just long enough to realize something is wrong, but not long enough to escape. You do not see the full attack, only the moment before impact, and then everything changes at once. The bite is fast and precise, cutting deep before your body can even react to what just happened. Your body freezes, not by choice, but because the shock hits before the pain even registers. You try to pull away, but the creature has already locked into you with perfect control. Everything feels too fast, too sudden, like your body is reacting to something your mind has not understood yet. The light that once guided you is gone, replaced only by the shape that brought it. Your strength begins to disappear almost instantly, as if your body cannot keep up with what just happened. There is no second chance to react, because the attack was already finished the moment it started. Your vision begins to narrow, and everything around you fades into something distant and unclear. You try to move again, but your body does not respond the way it did just seconds ago. The creature does not rush. It does not need to, because everything it needed has already happened. Your awareness fades faster than expected, leaving you with only fragments of what just occurred. There is no struggle left, only stillness, As your body stops responding completely, the creature slowly releases, drifting back into the darkness where it cannot be seen again. The light does not return, and the space around you becomes empty once more. Down here, not everything that guides you is meant to help you survive. Sometimes, the only thing you see is the reason you will not make it out alive. At first, you see nothing unusual, just darkness stretching endlessly in front of you without any movement at all. Then something opens in the distance. Not a shape, but a space that suddenly feels darker than everything else. It does not move toward you, but the water around you begins shifting as if something is pulling from far away. You try to stay still, but your body starts moving forward slowly without you choosing to move at all. The closer you get, the clearer it becomes. A massive open mouth, far larger than anything you expected. You try to swim away, but the force pulling you forward grows stronger with every second that passes. Your movements become chaotic, but nothing changes. You are still being dragged closer to that opening. The space behind you feels distant now, like the only direction left is forward whether you want it or not. The mouth expands even more, stretching wider than it should be able to. Ready to take everything in at once, you reach out, trying to grab anything, but there is nothing around you to stop what is happening. In a single moment, the distance disappears, and you are pulled directly into the darkness of its mouth. There is no bite, only pressure and movement. As your body is pushed deeper into something you cannot see, everything around you shifts constantly, making it impossible to tell which way is out anymore. You try to move upward, downward, anywhere, but every direction feels exactly the same. Your breathing becomes harder again, as the space around you tightens just enough to limit your movement. The creature does not need to crush or tear. It simply keeps you where you are until you can no longer react. Your strength fades quickly now, much faster than before, as your body begins shutting down. Your movements slow to almost nothing, and even trying to think clearly becomes difficult. Everything fades gradually, not suddenly, just enough to make you aware of what is happening. There is no final moment, only silence as your body stops responding completely. Outside, the creature closes its mouth again, returning to the stillness it came from. The water becomes calm once more, with no sign that anything just happened in this space. Down here, you do not always get attacked. Sometimes you are simply taken without warning. And once it starts, there is nothing you can do to stop it from happening. Because in the deep sea, some predators do not chase you. They simply wait for you to come closer. If this didn't feel real to you, that is exactly what makes the deep sea so dangerous. There are still more creatures out there that you have never seen. And they are far worse than this. If you want to see what else is hiding in the deep, make sure you do not miss the next video. And if this made you think twice about the ocean, hit like and subscribe so you do not miss what comes next. Because what you have seen is only a small part of what is actually waiting down there.